Hello everybody, welcome to my maths channel on YouTube. In this video I'm gonna solve this interesting math problem, which is related to using some laws on squares and some techniques. Okay, because of the power of 2, as I said before, it's better to use some laws on a square, and one of them which is really helpful in this equation can be related to using a square of a difference. And for using some laws on squares, I think it's better to put similar variables together, and I think this technique can be helpful and it helps us to find an answer for these variables. Okay, get started to putting similar variables together. Okay, I mean this with this and this with this, and then this and this. Okay, 4x to minus 4x. I think it's better to put these similar variables into a parenthesis, and then y to the power of 2 minus 2y, and then plus 9z to minus 12z, and then plus 6 is equal to 0. So for finding some answers or some amounts for these variables, I think it's better to at first simplify these parentheses and then adding some amounts to these parentheses, because these techniques can be helpful, and if we don't do these techniques, we can't use the formula, and then I think at first it's better to simplify these parentheses. Okay, I mean, instead of 4x to the power of 2, it's better to write 2x to the power of 2 minus, instead of 4x, it's better to write 2 times 2x plus, I think it's okay, these parentheses, and we don't need to simplify these parentheses, and then go to the last parenthesis. The last parenthesis, instead of 9z2, I think it's better to put 3z to the power of 2, and instead of 12, 2 times 2 times 3z plus 6 is equal to 0. And I think, as I said before, in this video, or in this equation, we're gonna use some formulas which are related to some laws on squares, and one of them which is really helpful in this situation is a square of a difference. I mean this minus 2ab plus b to the power of 2. Because of this formula, I think it's better to add some amounts to these parentheses because of this formula. And let's get started to adding some amounts to these parentheses. For the first parentheses, I think it's better to add plus 1 minus 1. It's it's a neutral technique, because the amount of plus 1 minus 1 is equal to 0. Okay, and then go to the other one. For the second parentheses, it's easy. I think it's better to add plus 1 and minus 1. And for the last parentheses, I think it's better because of the terms. It's better to add, because if it's A and it's B, because of this we can add plus 4 minus 4, okay, plus 6 is equal to 0. Okay, I'm gonna write these parentheses again. We can have 2x minus 2x minus, we can have this formula 2 minus 1, and then y minus 1 to the power of 2 minus 1 plus 3z minus 2 because of the formula on squares. 2 minus 4 plus 6 is equal to 0. Okay, it's better, at first it's better to putting these parentheses together and then start to simplify this equation. Okay, 2x minus 1, y minus 2, 3z minus 2 to the power of 2, and then we have some amounts, I mean minus 1, and then this minus 1 minus 1 minus 4 plus 6 is equal to 0. Okay, the amount of these terms is equal to 0, and we can have 2x minus 1 to the power of 2 plus y minus 1 is equal to the power of 2 plus 3z minus 2 to the power of 2 is equal to 0. Okay, for finding an answer for the variables, I think it's better to use this formula. If we have a to the power of 2 plus b to the power of 2 plus c to the power of 2 is equal to 0, if when this equation can be correct, we can have a is equal to 0, b is equal to 0, and then c is equal to 0. Okay, we can start using this formula to find an answer for these parentheses. Okay, 2x minus 1 is equal to 0, and then we can have x is equal to 1 over 2, and then y minus 1 is equal to 0, y is equal to 1, and then 3z minus 2 is equal to 0, and then z is equal to 2 over 3. Okay, thank you very much for watching my video, my videos on YouTube. I think it's better to subscribe me and like my videos, and also you can leave some messages, leave some comments on my videos, because you know it can be helpful for me to make more videos on YouTube. Thank you very much.